Namaskar, good evening to all of you once again. And I am your host for the day, Dr. Preeti Futela, AIEF Resource Person and Global Ambassador, 21st DigiSkills Global Ambassador. So they say, don't be fooled by the calendar. Only as many days in the year are of use as much you make it of. One man gets only a week's value out of a year, while another man gets a full year's value out of a week. What a thought to ponder. Let's move ahead with this thought in our mind. There are basically three fundamental questions. First, why do we feel there is a shortage of time now? $1 million question. Why is there shortage of time now? Our ancestors, they were also having 24 hours in a day. They were cooking on their earthen pots. They were not in a hurry to cook, to pressure cook, and they were in no hurry to go anywhere. I'm not asking you to go by foot from Mumbai to Delhi, but where is the shortage of time now? Because if somebody may have more of wealth, somebody may have more of knowledge, more of beauty, but all of them have equal number of hours. Be it Helen Keller, be it Mother Teresa, everybody had those 24 hours with them. But why is the shortage now? We have to think about it. And how much time do we actually have? We have 24 hours in a day. Out of that, 8 hours we spend in sleeping, 2 hours, you can say, bathing, cooking, refreshments, anything you can count. But exactly 58% of hours of day is with us. Are we making full use of it? It's time we must think about it. And how precious is your time? You have to acknowledge that. You have to understand how much precious is your time, because the world is changing very fast. Now, big will not beat small anymore. It will be the fast that will be beating the slow. Why are we talking about time management? What is it? What is it that we are so much pondering on this topic? Number one, we want increased productivity. We want reduced stress. We want our focus to be improved. We want to achieve our goals faster. We want a better work-life balance. Gone are the days when we educators went in the morning to school at 7, returned at 2, finish, the school is over. Now we have our own time. Now we are available. We are available on WhatsApp. Anybody can, the parents can approach us, the superiors can approach us, but we need to know where to draw the line. We have to balance our work and life better. We have to set our goals. Just moving away, just drifting away, just doing our work unmindfully and just going through whatever comes our way will take you nowhere. Since ages, I have been making my to-do list. I'm sure you all must be making. Without my to-do list, my day doesn't run. But we must add to it doing maybe, but done for sure. At night, before going to sleep or by the evening, you must make a note of you must open your to-do list. What have I done? The things that I had thought that I will be doing, have I done those things? Whatever you decided, okay, this had to be done on July 6th. Has it been completed on July 6th? If not, why not? It is important for you to know, where are you wasting your time? As they say, as it is known also, lost wealth may be replaced by industry, lost knowledge by the study, lost health by temperance, but lost time is gone forever. So it is $1 million question. Your to-do list is not your to-do list. That's it. Finish. You made your to-do list. Please go back to it. Go back to it and look at it. Or what have you been doing and what have you done? What all you decided for your day, have you accomplished it or not? That is very much important for you to know. By the way, where are we wasting our time? So we have to identify the time wasters. Multitasking, goodness, the first thing that was asked to us in our interview, can you multitask? Undoubtedly, it's a good thing that you can multitask. But please finish off one thing at a time and then focus on the other. It is very important for you to finish off one thing and then move to the other, so that at the end of the day, you're not just holding your head and saying, oh God, this also has to be done and that also has to be done. Everything has to be completed. You do not have to leave the loose ends. So while you are multitasking, be very careful. The social media, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn. We all love to waste time. Now, let us go to our first slide, the first fundamental question, that why is there a shortage of time now? Like they say these days, we have the lifestyle diseases, we have diabetes, high blood pressure. The modern day malady is also the time management. So you don't have to, I'm not asking you to stop looking at your Facebooks, Twitters, YouTubes, and LinkedIns. I'm also active on them. But we must know, we have to draw a line till where. Remember that these are the tools in our hands. Please do not become tools in the hands of the social media. You should know when you have to look at it and when you do not have to look at it. Unnecessary meetings. That is, you can call it unnecessary meetings. You can call it, you need some time to freshen up by, rejuvenate by talking to your friends. That's okay. But there also, everyday talking, when talking, you have to make a logbook of your time. Those drivers, they make a logbook of their time. How much did their vehicle travel, for how much time? Similarly, we also have to maintain our logbook to know how much time are we spending on what activity and how much have we spent. By the end of the week, please open your logbook and see where you are doing your time expenditure. You will be amazed to see how much time you have been spending. First few weeks, you will be maintaining your logbook. Then you will become mindful of your time. So number one, we made our to-do list. And at the end, we are going to check our to-do list, what all we had decided to do. Have we done it or not? Now, the next thing I'm asking you to make a logbook of your time. Logbook, minute to minute, where are you spending? So this is really going to help you where you are wasting your time. It is just a to-do list is something that you have to continue for every day. But logbook for few weeks to understand where are we wasting our time, so that we can rectify that and understand where do we have to cut down on. Procrastination, just leaving everything for later. I'll do it. Okay, let me do this, then that. Please, what is important is important. Do not procrastinate. You have to finish, you have to finish. That is something that you have to decide for yourself. disorganization. This is a very big time waster. So when we say disorganization, number one that we say disorganization is you'll keep something somewhere and you forget it. You are in a hurry, you leave it, your important document, important paper, you just have to move out somewhere and you hurriedly keep it somewhere else. Please be careful regarding that. You will spend half an hour wasting looking for that particular paper. So this is number one disorganized thing which most of us face. Number two is your disorganized eating. We are just mindlessly eating and not taking care. What are we eating? In how much quantity are we eating? And that ends up in sickness. And we fall ill, which is not good. If you are falling ill, that is also considered as a sign of you being disorganized, not looking after your. You have to look after your health. You have to spend some time exercising, walking, reading. I this break, I too brought two books for myself for reading, and I am also reading. If you too want to, you can see this Atomic Habits and this rework. I bought two books for myself, and if you have also brought any book for yourself to read, please share it in the chat window. I see there are two something in the chat window. Okay, you can also, good evening, Gulshan ma'am, good evening, Manju ma'am. If you have some books that you read in your vacation this time, please put it in the chat window. Okay, Gargi.
Ma'am,
Nice.
sorry, not very regular, but definitely now I have got inspired. I'll do it this time.
You must, you must. You know, this all, when we say disorganized, we
Yes,
have
ma'am.
some different kind of things that we are disorganized. This is also one way of disorganized, that you are just you're not mindful of your activities. You are just looking at the social media unnecessarily. You are talking on the phone, but that is not required. You cannot you cannot lead a chaotic life. You need to very much be organized. If you are taking leaves because of your sickness, so you are understood that this person is not at all organized. If you're eating more, you're falling sick often, you are losing your concentration, losing your focus, you are becoming lethargic. On the other hand, if you're eating less, you're getting weak. So that all matters. Thank you, Gargi. You also bought these two books this time. Okay, that's nice. So they say time is the most valuable thing a man can spend. So please be mindful where you are spending your time. So now I have discussed with you identifying the time wasters. So please make a note of it, that you have to be very, very careful on the things where you are spending your time. Okay. Nice, Anupma. All right, so let me go on the next slide for you. Okay, it's not moving. All right. How many of you know about the jar of life? Have you ever heard of this jar of life? If you've heard of the jar of life, you can just raise your hands. Okay. So the jar of life, I also tried to bring this particular jar for you, and I filled it up with pebbles in it. pebbles, you can call it, as your general task that you're doing. Yes, thank you, Anupama. Thank you. So this is that I could have put in more of pebbles into it, showing that, you know, that what are we doing? We are spending most of our time doing nothing fruitful, just busy doing, you're saying, I'm busy. But what are you doing? The jar of your life, fill it with intention, your family, your work, and prioritize what is important to you. So, my family, my friends, my travel. So it is done. My jar is full and I do not have space to add more. So this is your life. How do you want to spend it? If I take out all the pebbles and I just fill it with the important things first, by and by, I will be able to add in all the other things. Let me try that for you. Okay. If very nicely, I have taken out my general work, and now I am putting my important work. So I have to really empty it out first. I can seep in more of general work. My water can go in, my sand can go in. That's the example that I'm putting in front of you. So please be very careful. Thank you, Manju. You have to be very careful that you have to fill your jar of life with mandatory work first, with important work first, and then will come your general work. So please make a note of it. Please remember this particular example, that in our life, we must maintain, we must remember that what is our mandatory work, what is our important work, and what is our general work. The reason that we are is that we waste our time in achieving small targets. With small little example, I'm sure I am able to explain it to you that your time is very precious. How precious, how important your time is, please do not waste it. That is a very important thing for you to note. Okay. Am I not able to? Okay. Uh, Now we all like to travel and like to also, but otherwise also, if you can say, like, if I have to travel to my school, I have to go by my car. And how do I make best use of my time? So what do I do? What lesson I have prepared for my children? What I used to do, I used to study it at home, plan it at home. But there are many YouTube videos which I really love to listen to and would be very happy to brush my lesson once again. So while traveling in the car, I play those videos because it is not easy for me to read. It's not easy, it's not possible for me to read. While I'm driving, how will I be able to read? So then I listen to the YouTube videos. So your every time, each minute, each second counts, and how you are going to make use of it. They tell about Mahatma Gandhi. What did he used to do? He used to take his naps when he was traveling from one place to another. That is how he used to take care of his time. They say Napoleon had to go on wars. So while he was going from one war to another, he was busy writing his letters. What did Edison do? He used to write his research papers. What did Bill Gates do? He used to cover up all his conversations while he was on his way. So while you are traveling, carry your petty, a list of things, what task you can do while traveling. So what are we discussing? We are discussing that what all is where all we can save our precious time. That just 4 hours in a day, which if gone, do not come back. Everything else can come back, but your time cannot. So make full use of it. Time is money, and your money is your time. This example I have written here, like some people like if they have time. Nidhi ma'am, please mute yourself. Like some people travel by train, some people want to travel little faster, they go by super fast trains. Some people want to save more time, so they are traveling by air. And why are they spending time on air? Why are they spending money on air? Because they want to save their time that they have. So I had asked all of you to quick for a paper and a pencil. All of you are there with a paper and a pencil. Please raise your hands if your paper and pencil is ready with you. Have your paper and pencil ready with you? Yes, Biji ma'am. We will play a small game right now. Biji ma'am, you have to say something? Okay. Now, suppose you are at a desert island and you have to quickly, within 60 seconds, note down what all are the things that you should carry on priority with you. And I am going to give you clock. Just a minute. Where is the clock? I'm going to give you the clock here. Just a moment. And you can quickly, in the chat window, I am putting you. Thank you, Anupama ma'am. You have already written what you will be carrying. I have given you a clock. Please open this link to the clock, all of you. Can you see the clock on my screen? Can you see the clock on my screen? But you can see the clock with you. I have given you the link. Please click start on it and then go. Click on go and you have the 60 seconds now. You just note down with yourself, and when you are done, you just click stop on the clock.
I could see it earlier. Now I'm back on your screen. How do I get back there?
Where you come
On the
on my,
clock.
you want to go back on the clock, click on it.
See, can't see.
Click on the link. Link will take you back. If you have done it, Nidhi has written, Charu, okay. You can even click your picture and post it here, please. Okay, fresh juice, water, clothes. Great. Oh, you'll be taking wet pipes as well. Don't forget to stop the clock.
Yes, yes, yes. I could do.
So are you done? How much time have you spent in writing? Did you stop the clock? How much time? Put the time in the chat window. Okay, so you put your time. 20 seconds. Okay. 41. Okay, you are going to take storybooks also, Smita. That's nice. Alarm clock? Okay. All right. Maybe you have to spend the night. Okay. 30 seconds. All right. Gulshan, you were able to do in 50 seconds. That's nice. Okay, you're going to take a tent too. It's going to be hot there. Absolutely. Cold water, music, books, sleeping bag, clothes, matchbox. Why would you need a matchbox? Okay, to light a candle. Okay. Nice, nice. Okay. All right. So can we all clap for ourselves? So this was to break the monotony, the monotonous webinar that was going. So I just wanted you all to move away from that monotony and understand that 60 seconds are a long time. In just, I see, 16 seconds, 30 seconds, 50 seconds, you've written 20, 32, 41 seconds. You all were able to give write so much, think so much. So your time is, each second is very precious. So use it wisely. Use it wisely, and please make your to-do list, make your logbooks, and make your mandatory important work schedule. All right. Can we move ahead? So again, I will share my screen with you all. All right. Okay. We'll do the slideshow. Now, so they say, do not confuse motion with progress. A rocking horse keeps moving, but does not make any progress. Yes, you say, I am busy with work, but with what work? Is your work being recognized? Do that work that is recognized. Don't just keep moving like a rocking horse, but you really need to work very hard. And some of us will do our jobs well and some will not. But we will be judged by only one thing, and that is the result. So it is very important for you to understand being busy without, I don't know what, is not being busy. Your work, we all are working people here right now. Whatever work we do, that work has to be result oriented. Please be mindful of this particular thing. Okay. So the next time you are doing any work, you must ensure that, is it result oriented? Have you set your goals? Is your goal ready? Or is it just you are doing the work because you are expected to do it? There are things that we have to do that are expected to do, but do it beautifully, do it in such a way that it is appreciated and you do it well. I don't know why it is, the screen is lagging. Okay. A very beautiful slide. While I was making this slide, I was myself feeling quite happy about it. And how can we increase our efficiency? Dost thou love life? If you love your life, then do not squander time. For that's the stuff life is made of. Life is made of what? Your time only, your precious time. Keep learning new things, attend seminars, webinars, read books, have a strong desire towards learning. That is a number one condition, that you should have a strong desire towards learning. People do not grow when they feel that that is it. I know it all. I know it all. That's the time that your success goes declining. There is no end to learning. So please learn from experts and do not compare yourself with others. And if you feel that you have to compare yourself with others, then please do it with the more efficient people than you. Do not compromise with your work. Keep doing it patiently. Do not be in a hurry that you have to finish the work. Meet the deadlines, but do it nicely with your full heart and soul. Target finishing your work in best possible way and least possible time. Least possible time, that means your deadline. Without deadline also, you get carried away. Then there is no stopping. But you should have a deadline. If somebody has set a deadline for you, that's well and good. But otherwise, Set your own deadlines so that you know when you have to put an end to it. You just cannot keep on doing one thing because we started with multitasking. We all have so many tasks to do. But if we keep on doing just one task, how will we be able to do the next one? So please understand, target finishing your work in the best possible way and in least possible time. Just a small thing, it's up to you to show it to me or not. You just, these are some little exercises that we should keep doing it with ourselves. Make a list of things that are urgent, that you did. What did I did? Please read this. It says what I did yesterday. So now you are going to link your activities with your performance. 10 things under what was urgent for me to do and what was important. When you make these two columns, urgent and important, so you will understand right now what you're feeling was urgent and important. Were they really your urgent and important task? Will those things be considered in your next performance review? Because whatever task you are doing at your school, at your workplace, that you are doing because that will be also considered in your next performance review. So I will just give you 1 minute. I'm just looking at my watch. Make your things and do it. Yes, Gargi?
Ma'am, many a time I have two questions basically. I manage my time very well, but problem appears when the unplanned work comes up. Like many a times it happens, I hustle because of others. So what to do in that? And another question which I have, it becomes very monotonous to make that to-do list and then follow it, then do it, and then it becomes a very monotonous thing. So I am not a person who likes monotony. I like changes. So
That's
what
okay. To-do list, that's not something monotonous. That is a something essential thing considered. That is essential in your life, like your morning, you're waking up, you're brushing your teeth, you're washing your face. So your to-do list is also important. Like I said, your logbook is something you can keep it for a week. You can keep your logbook for a week to understand, okay, how much, I will say how much expenditure you did on time. I mean, how much expenditure time you did, how much time did you spend where and when, that you come to know. But to-do list is something which will keep you very much organized. How do you say how do you stay organized without a to-do list?
I think I was not able to communicate well. I wanted to say that uh, making a list and then following it and then doing it every day,
Mhm.
then like sometimes we need to do nothing,
Ah,
just do
That's
nothing.
that's your day. That's your day. That's your day. That's the Sunday. I am not going to do anything today. Just mindlessly, just leave me free. Today, I'm not going to make any to-do list. But on your weekdays, you need to make your do. You can differ. Maybe everybody has a different opinion. I would want others to come up with this thing. How many of you are making your to-do list and consider it making uh, essential in your everyday life? So you do make, Gargi, you do make your to-do list. Yeah,
Yes,
that's
ma'am, I
important.
do.
I am
I do.
also, I also.
Not all the
Charuman?
way, but whatever is important, I just prioritize them, and so that my to-do list is shorter than what I expect, because
Uh,
it takes toll on my on mentally. So I make a smaller list
okay, good, good,
depending upon what is prior.
good, 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 good. Anybody else has to say something for this? Do you keep making your to-do list? Charu ma'am, how do you begin your day? Is Charu ma'am in the meeting?
Yes, Preeti ma'am, I do make a to-do list.
Hmm.
My routine is such I
Hmm.
get up early, so
Hmm.
I do plan my day.
Mhm.
But one thing I have learned from today's workshop,
Hmm.
mandatory, important, and the third one. So, which I am going to start implementing now.
I'm happy. I'm happy that you have gained something from this webinar. So nice. All right. So Gargi, we cannot help it. You have to go with your to-do list.
Ma'am, but my first question, what to do when it is getting interrupted by others?
See, why is it getting interrupted by others? Because you are organized. Because
Excuse
you are
me.
finishing your time, your things time. Yes, Charu ma'am, something to say?
Yes, ma'am.
Mhm.
I feel, Gargi ma'am, when it is been interrupted by others, then you have to see what is important, what is mandatory, whatever is coming to you. This is what to-do list is going to do for you. That
Ma'am,
is what we are learning. That what
ma'am,
is in,
I
if
wanted
even
to
if
say,
something coming, even if something is coming which was not planned, then also we have to see how much time it needs to be given, and whether it is important to do it at right now, or we can just linger it on for another a couple of hours. So this is what to-do list is going to help us out, what I have perceived from today's workshop.
Yes, Gargi ma'am. Yes.
ma'am, I meant that I have planned my day. I'm very organized with my time. I know what to do when. Suppose a work comes up that it is needed right now. My other work gets hindered because of that. So that becomes that takes toll on me, not on others. So that is what I'm trying to say, and it has become an everyday business, not a day or two, because something or the other comes up then and
Mm.
there, and you have to do it. You cannot take a back seat on that. So that is what I'm concerned about. I plan my day very well, because at work I try to take care of every thing and complete my task in time, not on time, rather in time.
Mm.
So that is something where I face problem.
So kudos to you. Keep doing the good work, and whatever comes your way, keep doing it as in how, and that will fetch you good results, I'm sure, so that you can count in your next performance review.
Excuse
Or
me, Gayatri ma'am. So then we need to see, while making a to-do list, then when it is a everyday affair that something comes unplanned, so we need to work on to-do list that unplanned things can also come.
Charu ma'am, she means to say that it has been given to her on the spot and asked to do ASAP. So it
I
was not something
understand.
in her.
So she's saying it is coming more and more. So it
Huh.
is the part of our routine only, right?
Okay. So we see Gargi ma'am on the performance list number 1, huh? Because she is doing ASAP whatever is coming her way. Thank you, Charu ma'am. Thank you, Gargi ma'am. Thank you. So now, what all we are discussing, we need to prioritize our tasks into urgent and important. You need to schedule your time block. They say you work for 25 minutes, while our teaching periods are there for 35 to 40 minutes, and we have to go by that. But when you are at home and you're doing your work, so you must make time blocks, 25 minutes, a 5 minutes break, 25 minutes, 5 minutes break. When you've done your 4 25 minutes, then you take a long break. When they say be realistic about time estimates, so you should know how much time you can spend with concentration, with full focus. Now they say know the Pareto's law of 2080. So this is very interesting. It says 20% of your priorities will give you 80% of your result. If you spend time, energy, money, and resources on your top 20% of priorities, 80% of your time will give you your 20% result. So instead of wasting that 80% time, you must just focus upon those 20% of your priorities that are very important for you. So think, instead of wasting time on other things, first, please focus, please prioritize your 20% of your task, and that will fetch you 80% of what was decided. So this is very important to know and understand. As I said, work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. After 4 sessions, take a longer break. So you must give yourself breaks also. Yoga, exercise, reading, everything is very much important for you. This is something to really consider about. You can note down, you can see what is the time you are highly energized, on autopilot, when are your energy levels 75%, when are you at your distracted state of mind, when are you lazy, hungry, and drained out. I am a morning person. I get up in the morning and I wish to do, I write my circulars, whatever important presentations I have to make, I do it in the morning because I know I will be able to do it in a better way. If I look at my son, he's a night person. He loves to study at night and he does everything perfect that time. So please work in your prime time. Know your prime time. This is very important for you to know, that when are you highly energized. Your important tasks should be done when you are highly energized. I will just give you 1 minute's time to ponder on this and think about it. And in the chat window, please write your prime time, morning, evening, which is your prime time. Okay. Yes, Charma. I want all of you to think about your prime time, please. Thank you, Smita ma'am. Okay, Gargi. Yes, Devi ma'am. Yes, Gulshan ma'am, I'm also morning person. Yes, Tajinder ma'am, I too am the morning person. Okay. So know your prime time, and it says it's best to work in your prime time. So that time your output will be very much increased. Okay. So when we are talking about so much of the time management, we must know that we have to make our SMART goals as well. Those are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. Just working without a goal, without a deadline, without timing already set is not at all good for you. You just cannot move in a way, just get drifted away doing something, but it is good to work in your boundaries. Set your boundaries by yourself. That is going to really, really help you. So remember, all the flowers of the tomorrows are in the seeds of today. So whatever seeds you are sowing today, and those are going to reap tomorrow. So make your present, your today, calculative, timely, so that your tomorrow will become very beautiful. Thank you. And I would really love to have all of you in a picture right now. And if you have any questions, I am happy to take them. The session has gone long, I can understand. Let us stop the share. Please, if we could all open our cameras so that we can take a picture together. Somebody's mic is on. Okay, so let us.
Ma'am, we are on our weekend mode.
I can understand. That's why I had kept it that
We
way.
just came from school. So we are on weekend mode.
Good, 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 good. That's why this session I had kept it that way, so that I can take a picture of all of us together. Manju ma'am, Pooja ma'am, Shobha ma'am, Nidhi ma'am. If we could have a quick picture, Ritika ma'am. You are still driving.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for being a part of the show today. And I will just post the feedback link here, or should I put it there? The feedback form is ready.
Ma'am,
I'll
WhatsApp.
put it in the
I think in the group, ma'am.
WhatsApp group.
In the
Okay.
WhatsApp group.
All right. I'll put it in. Okay. I hope you really liked the session, and there are some takeaways for you, and maybe we have been able to efficiently work on the time of ours.
Thank you so much for such a relatable and a lovely session.
Thank you. I'm so glad that you have liked it. Thank you. And any suggestions or something, you are most welcome to write in the feedback form that I'm going to share it with you. So we will meet in our next session. So I'll plan another one, whichever.
Ma'am, the feedback link is on the WhatsApp group.
I'll put it there. I'll just put it there. When I'll end the call, I'll put it there. You can.
Sure. Thank you.
And
ma'am, with that feedback form also, we have our certificate link also, or you'll be generating it that later?
I'll generate it and give it to you by within 2 days. Yours.
On the email?
I will put it on the group.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, thanks a lot.
Sure. So thank you. We had a nice session and a long one. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Gargi, you have said, can we have an session EQ?
Yes,
You want me to do a session on EQ?
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
Let me prepare for it now. So the next session, let's see which one. Maybe EQ, I will do it. Yeah, thank you.